loading, it's loading, it's loading. And we're up. There we go. Okay. We're live, Sammy. You go ahead and say hello to everyone. We're popping in.
Hey guys, me, Sammy the Bull here on my YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to talk about a lot of things. I'm going to talk about Mafia States of America, the sit down between me and Michael Franchise. The first episode is out today, and I watched it. It was very interesting. I made a lot of notes about our conversation with Zaza this morning, and a lot of them. And I'm going to talk about the making of the project first. It was really, really interesting. Patrick put this together, and we went to Napa Valley. And in that area, it felt like we were in Italy, Sicily, up in the mountains. It just gave me a tremendous vibe of Cosa Nostra. I felt good about it. They did a great job. And I had this sit down with Michael. It was long coming. We argued a couple of times, and I guess this was time for a sit down to happen. And I allowed the public to be involved in this sit down. That's why I agreed. On my website, I'm going to have constant conversations. I would love for all of you guys to make notes, send me questions on my website. I'll be answering them, and I will give my own opinions of different times and different things that happen in the sit down.
Right, for each episode.
For each episode.
Yes, little reaction videos on SammyTheBull.com.
Right. On SammyTheBull.com, I'll have reactions to those sit downs and comments, and I would love to have your opinions on what you think, whether Michael was full of shit or I was full of shit or what's going on. Or I know you guys have great opinions on the Mafia. I talk to you and get your messages all the time. Yeah. This I'm going to enjoy even more.
And also, really quick, if you guys could let us know in the comments if you've seen episode 1 and you want to throw a couple questions our way during this live, we're more than happy to answer. Sam is more than happy to answer a couple.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The first one, when we were talking, it was about him getting made, and his father sent, the whole thing. I have, now that I looked at it and listened to it, I have more opinions about it and more things I want to say about it. But I'd love to have your questions, because I know you guys are going to have great questions, and I'm going to answer them. And then I'm going to have my own opinions on it. Whether you like the episode or don't like the episode, I want your honest opinions, whether they're good or bad, whether it's about me or about Michael or about Patrick. It doesn't matter. This comes out now, and some of the scenery and the places that we were and the things we did there is just incredible. I know you're going to enjoy all of that, and I enjoyed being there. Great sit down. I think this is going to be very educational as far as the Mafia is concerned to the general public, and I think it's going to be really, really good. Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm actually reading through.
Is there comments there?
Yeah. See if I can get some. Oh, people, I guess, are wondering what your perception of Sonny Franchise was when you were young.
Well, my perception of Sonny Franchise, he was a heavyweight. He was convicted on a case that I think was, and everybody thought was bullshit. The guy got 50 years. He went to prison. He was an underboss. He was very well respected. Michael Franchise was his adopted son, wasn't his real son. And he had asked for favors. It comes out on this first episode. He asked the Colombo family for a favor to make Michael. And me and Michael talked and argued a little bit about it. I have very strong opinions about what happened. Some of it I don't even believe. When you're proposed, they never talk to you. They never tell you that you're proposed, that you're becoming a made member. That's never, ever done. You go into a room, most of the times, you may get a little whisper or hint that that's what you're there for. But most of the times, when I was made, Tato didn't even tell me. He just said, come with me, there's a meeting, period. But I had heard from somebody else that he had good intentions for me. I understood the life a little bit. So I knew what I was there for, basically, to be truthful. But they don't call you in advance, like Michael said, and tell you and ask you questions. Do you want to be made? That's bullshit. They don't do that. I think there's every mafioso in the world you could talk to. That don't happen. So there's going to be a lot of interesting conversations I'm going to have about the sit down. I think you're going to enjoy the sit down. But I think even more is going to be my answers to the sit down and your questions and your answers. That's what's going to really make this as far as I'm concerned.
Somebody says, what's the Black Friday price on the $40?
I don't know what the prices are on this. I really don't. I'm not involved in that part of it. I think it's $40. I don't know about no Black Friday prices. And this was basically Patrick's thing. I'm involved in it, but I'm not involved in the price structuring or anything like that. So a lot of those questions I won't know. And I believe it's $40, something like that.
Yeah,
I'm
for all
told.
10, it's 40.
It's 40? All right, so it's $40. And I'm not really aware of the price and how they're putting it out and stuff like that. I know I'm part of it. And my real part now is going to be commenting on it. And I'm not held up by anybody. You're going to get my true feelings of what went on. And that you're going to get firsthand. And there's no price on that. You can get it on SammyTheBull.com. There's no commercials. There's no money. There's no fucking nothing. You're going to hear what this is about. And I think that's going to make this thing even stronger. So you're going to really have an understanding. Anytime something is said in this show and you're a little confused or I'm confused on what went on, I'm going to unconfuse you and I'm going to unconfuse myself. Straight out. No bullshit, no money, no games, no nothing. On SammyTheBull.com, it's going to be real, goes in Austria.
And someone actually just asked, in regards to the episode, if you think Michael whacked somebody before he got made, or in order to get made, I guess.
No, there's fact that he's never killed anyone. He uses an innuendo that, you got to do what you got to do. Yes, I do know that. But you were never asked. See, when you become a made member, the books were closed from 1955 to 1975. There was a lot of guys who did things for the Mafia, and they made their bones, so to speak. They were on line to be made. Michael went to school, graduated school. He went to college. He came out of college. I don't know how old he was, 21 or whatever he was, and got made at 24. And he was never in a gang. He said he was in a school. And of course, I said in the show, were you ever in a fucking fight? He said, I went to a school with 90 Irish people. So I'm 5 Italian people. What the fuck school is that? Where was that? In Ireland, where there's 90 Irish people? I mean, schools I went to and I don't know what school he went to. He could tell me what school that had 90 Irish people and 5 Italians. I don't know what school that is, but to prove that he had a fight, and even if he had a fight, that doesn't make your bones. When I went to school, there was white people, black people, Hispanic people, all different races, all different kinds, and so I don't know what kind of school has 90 Irish people, unless it's in Ireland. And the Irish people I knew in the Westies and different places, they were tough Southerner guns. So, I mean, if you went to school with 90 of them, I don't know how you'd come out of that fucking school, especially if you wanted to act like a tough guy, because they're pretty tough, the Irish. So a lot of these things I'm going to answer. Did he kill anybody? No. And if he did, he cooperated at one time or another, he would have fessed up to it, just like I fess up to it. He left out in the oath, if your family member is sick, you got to come when you call. True. He does a lot of Christian stuff, so he don't want to say this is above and beyond God, country, family. You don't want to say those words. But those are words that everybody who gets made says. And if you're called, no matter who it is, a family member dying, you got to come immediately. And I explained to him in that sit down, you'll see it, where they're really never going to implement those things. They might, but they're trying to show you how strong the oath is. It's above everything. This is now your God. This is above everything. God, country, family. This is it. They're trying to show you how much you should be loyal to this secret society, brotherhood. And that's what it is. But he didn't get told that. And I said it in the interview. Well, every made guy in the world was told that same thing except for him. He didn't have to say that, I guess. But I can't say he's a liar, but I don't know how true that is.
Someone says, why does Michael keep saying baloney?
Michael says baloney. Because he went to schools, private schools, and graduated with honors and went to college. People who do that say baloney a lot. In the Mafia, I never heard anybody in a sit down or in a meeting or in anything telling, that's a lot of baloney. I never heard anything like that. I may have heard my mother say that or something, but not too many Mafia guys I ever heard say that.
All right. A lot of people are asking just what you're up to. If there's movies coming and stuff like that.
A lot of you guys, she's telling me that are asking what I'm up to. Here's what I'm up to. I just did something with NBC the other day. It's going to come out on a show real soon. I don't know if I'm even supposed to be talking about this, but I'm going to tell you. I'm also doing something with ABC. I did something with Diane Sawyer 25 years ago. They're going to do a new 2-hour interview with me. They're going to take it from 25 years ago and bring it forward to what I'm doing today. What I'm doing today, I'm working on a docu-series, 3 or 4-part series. It's being put together. We're going to bring it to Netflix. I'm also working with some heavyweights on my scripted show. Something like The Sopranos, but more truthful. Based on the truth, 80-85% truth and 10-15% Hollywood. They always got to stick their nose in that. And I'm working on that as well. And I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about the people who are involved. I'm talking with Nick Pileggi. I'm going to say his name because he's became a friend of mine. And he's talking to me about helping me with my scripted show and my stuff. So I'm working with a lot of things, a lot of big people. There's so many things I'm doing. On SammyTheBull.com, I own that platform now, and I'm putting together different things. My podcast is going to be on it, my little shorts. I'm putting out the Bullpen. That's a news program. It's going to be me talking about how the Mafia and me think about what's going on in this country. the border, the open borders, what's happening in the schools, taxes, everything that's going on. It's going to be a Mafia news station. And now that I have my own platform, I can speak more freely. I won't get shut down and kicked off.
You won't get canceled.
I won't get canceled, and I'll still watch my mouth a little bit. But you know my mouth, bro. It's every time I open it, I never know what's going to come out. So,
all right, I think, to wrap it up, a lot of people are asking just about your and Michael's relationship now.
Well, mine and Michael's relationship now. I think a lot of you people saw it. In the interview, let me go back to the show. It went and we ended okay. Then he did a video and we just had an argument that exploded. We talked again. I don't want to go back and forth with a guy arguing and calling him a liar or him calling me this. I don't want to play that fucking game. I'm 76 years old. I'm a mafioso of mega proportions. He's a racketeer. He's in the life. I respect that. And I don't want to really argue with him and put him down or call him a liar. I don't want to play a baby game. This isn't about hits or subscribers to me. This isn't about money. I believe in Cosa Nostra with all my heart and soul. There was a lot of ugliness in it, a lot of mistakes in it. I'm beyond that. I passed it. I changed my life. I'm doing a lot of good, positive things. I love my family. I love a lot of people. Send me messages asking me for help with their families. When I hear families and there's a dispute, I always jump in. There was a guy asked me the other day, wanted me to meet his daughter and him, and wanted to give me $300. Now, his daughter was sick. She watches my show. It would be incredible, he said. So I got in touch with him. I'll meet your daughter. I hope it would make her better. I'm going to try and help you. I don't want the $300. Don't give me this isn't for money. I do shows and I do certain things for money. Certain things, you can't give me money. I do things out of my heart, and I make sure that everybody knows around me I won't do that for money. If I'm going to do it from my heart, I do it from my heart. I love a lot of you guys, and I hear the messages and texts you send me. I love a lot of you guys. You may not believe it, but I do. And I read these things myself. I'm divorced. I live alone. I read these things for hours. I don't even fucking watch television no more. I mean, I listen to them. I read them. I become very emotional with these things because I went through some of the things that you're asking me or telling me that you're going through. Guys telling me I'm about to go to prison for a couple of years, and I heard your videos. And then I text them back how to act, how to be, and stuff, because people need a little pat on the back, especially today. The whole country seems to be fucked up. And my mission now is to just, if I could help people, I will. I mean, I can't, there's a lot of people ask me for money. I can't give you money. I don't have enough money to do that. Maybe you could give me a little bit of yours. But, that's the way it goes. And if I could help you guys, I would. And I know you guys are helping me. How you helping me? It's not, I don't want your money. It's your compassion, your love. That's more than money to me. That's more than anything at my age. I have everything in life. I have a great family, great kids, great grandchildren that I love. I have a great team. There's nobody who's an employee. I don't look at them as employees. They're my team. I love them. Zaza's sitting across from me. I love this kid. She's very motivated, smart, good-natured, stuff like that. And I love the people around me. I love my life right now, what I'm doing. I'm talking to people now who I haven't talked to or seen for 40, 50, 60 years. And it makes me feel good that however I left an impression on these people. And it's so beautiful to hear and have this still bond with them. It just turns me on. It gets me upbeat. I love it. I mean, there's people who knock me, of course, and that's normal, you know, and I knew that coming in when you do all these social media stuff, people are going to say things. Some things are true, some things are untrue. The untrue stuff fucks me up and bothers me a little bit, but I guess that's life. So I'm a big boy. I got to do that. So you guys, I'm going to be doing this often, especially with this show coming out like this. This has really got me motivated. I'm on fucking fire. Okay, at this point, adios. Love you guys.